Can you hear the birds? I don't know if you can. I can hear them. And I want to talk about listening and the three levels of listening, the three levels that I've come to associate with listening. The first level is listening as hearing. That's the first way that I learned what listening is. Hey, John, listen, my dad saying to me when I was little. And paying attention and actually being able to hear something versus not paying attention to it and not hearing it, that's what listening was. And then as I got older, and a lot of people come to this learning, and that is where there's listening where stuff's going into your ears and you can hear it, but then there's really listening with a deep presence, a real awareness. And I refer to that kind of listening as listening as witnessing. So level 1, listening as hearing. Level 2, listening as witnessing. And if you have a meditation practice and you practice mindfulness, you start to experience listening as a way of both being present to sounds outside, but also present to things that you're seeing in your mind's eye, present to feelings you're having in your body, and listening to somebody speak in the external world. Then through that practice of that witnessing of all of the things that are happening becomes this much more broad experience. So yes, you're hearing the words that are going into your ears when somebody's speaking, but you're also hearing the thoughts that you're having. You're witnessing the thoughts that you're having. You're witnessing the feelings you're having in your body. You're witnessing what's going on with them and their face and their body and their skin. And you're listening in a way that has many more modalities to it of sensory experience and much more breadth and depth. So there's listening as hearing, like it's going in, I'm hearing it. And there's listening as witnessing, which is you're capturing the totality of the experience externally and internally. It's a much more powerful listening. And when you listen that way, you get so much more information and insight and intuition. It's a powerful thing to move from level 1 listening to level 2 listening. What I want to also share is what I'm calling level 3 listening. And level 3 listening is what I call listening as creating. And so listening as creating is recognizing that when somebody is speaking, we'll use a person talking as the example, it can be listening to anything, but when a person is speaking, the sounds are going into my ears, and I'm receiving those sounds and I'm hearing them, but what I hear is actually being created by me. All creation is co-creation, so it's the sensory input of their speaking and their words, and then it's the presuppositions that I have. It's the meanings that I hold inside my neural synaptic connections. It's the metaphors that make up the conceptual mapping of who I am that meet those sounds, that co-create. My creation is a co-creation, that co-create and produce an experience inside me that I'm then witnessing through my level 2 listening. And so from a place of level 3 listening, it's taking a step beyond the witnessing, listening, and actually watching the process of the experiences that I'm witnessing be created by me. And so it's not just a witnessing of the witnessing process. It's not just that. It's also, oh wait, I'm creating the experiences that are arising in the moment. Interesting. I can actually take agency, will, and I can bring it back into that process of creation, and I can not just witness the creation happening of the experience based on what somebody's saying, but I can choose to have agency in my role in that. And I can actually augment, generate, change what is arising that I can witness from a level 2 listening by the intentions and the ideas that I impose on that sensory input, what the person's doing, what they're saying, how they're saying it. And how do I do that? Well, anytime we listen to anything, whether it's level 1 or level 2, we have certain areas of our brain, certain concepts, certain ideas that are active. You might go to a talk. I went to a talk every week a long time ago, a couple years ago, with entrepreneurs in the media entertainment industry. And there's an older guy there who's very successful in business, $100 million company, and just a beautiful man, great father, just a lovely man. And he would come to these events every week. One of probably the oldest guys there, lots of young guys talking about business and stuff. And I was like, why does this guy come? I mean, like, how is he learning stuff here? He's been doing this so much longer than all of us. He's created all the success, both in life and business. And I was asking him about it. He said, well, I walk through the door every week with the idea that today I'm going to learn something amazing. And I sit down, and every single time I sit down with that idea, I do. He understands that what he receives and what he hears and what he witnesses when he's listening is co-created by the external stimulus and the sensory input, and what intentions and ideas he holds present in his mind about what that stuff will be. If you go to that same event, this is going to suck, I'm not going to learn anything, same input, nothing, shit comes out. Or if you go to the event with the idea this is going to be so valuable for me, and then people speak through the same exact stuff, gold comes out. What's the difference there? Same stuff's happening out there in the world. My wife's saying the same thing, the dog's barking in the same way. How am I meeting that? The dance of that happens. I see this like explosion of fireworks between the universe and my mind, and it's like, and from that an idea is born. I am not being blown around like a leaf in the wind on that. I have some agency. We can sail the boat of that we can sail the boat of our agency, of our will, in the winds of that circumstance of people speaking, and we can create something beautiful, a boat that sails all the way around the world. We don't have to get tossed around by the waves. We can be present, we can witness that there's a dance, and we can step in. We can step in and we can lead that dance a little bit. And so this is why I'm so I spend so much time practicing, cultivating ideas about things out there in the world and about people like my wife and my son and the people that I meet, that has me listen to them in such a way where whatever they say or do, it meets the ideas that I have, and then my experience inside, the feelings that I have, the thoughts that arise, the things that I listen to from level 2 witnessing are actually things that I would love, things that create happiness, things that create more of a productive energy and orientation, things that bring me towards people. I promise you that you could create any external stimulus, and there's a way to experience it that lifts you up. Doesn't matter what it is, people dying, tragedies, it could lift you up, it could help you find greater peace. There is a social collective consciousness around the normal ways to respond to certain things. Some things have more gravity around them, they're more common, and they're harder to remap inside you. But you can actually create a way of being with anything and everything that has, no matter what happens out there, be heard by you in such a way that creates greater peace. Now, I'm not saying to feel sadness or pain is wrong, and I'm not even suggesting that you should create every single experience something that feels good, that maybe is a little bit it's a psychopath or something, I don't know, but at least understanding the principle and its ability to go that far, it says, okay, well, I can use this. Level 1, listening as hearing. Level 2, listening as witnessing. Level 3, listening as creating. See your role in what you are listening to. See your role in your creation of all of the experiences you're having and the thoughts you're having and what you're seeing out there in the world. See your role in that. Witness it at a level 2, and then witness the production of it, and then dive back in. Put your focus on certain ideas, set intentions with context and with people. Inculcate patterns of thinking about people and things so that when they speak, when they act, when it happens, what you are listening to, which is produced through that dance, brings you up, feels good, creates peace, love, productive energy. Level 1, level 2, level 3, all of them important, and they build on each other. Today is the perfect day for you to create who you are. Take that on as a listening. Listen as if that were true. Listen to everything that happens today as if this were true. Today is the perfect day for you to create who you are. Listen, you are loved and you are powerful, and I am loving you simply for your being here. I will talk to you soon.